This trip was a spontaneous overnight at the Kearsarge Pass area. I went over the pass and then around Charlotte Lake towards Glen Pass. I wanted to try to go up Glacier Spike. I had a look around and then stayed on the ridge there and bivvied. The next day I went down to the lake, had a hike up one of the pinnacles, and then yeah, went back over the pass and then backing out. So it was nice, casual 2 days around Kearsarge Pass and Glen Pass area. So cool. Alright, there's Mount Gold, and there's the pass. Let's see if we can zoom in on the sign. Can't quite see the sign. Alright, just saw my first solo PCT hikers. Alright, here we are. Kearsarge Pass. My dog made it up here. I'm heading off this way anyway. But I'm just in overnight, so I just got to come back tomorrow. Weather tomorrow's supposed to be clear. The next day is thunderstorms. So yeah, I don't want to make tomorrow too ambitious exiting in case the weather accelerates. Yeah, so options was hit JMT and go north and go over Glen Pass, and then maybe, or go up Glen Pass and then maybe try to go up Glacier Spike. That's the mountain to the east of Glen Pass that frames Glen Pass, so that's a thought. There's Falcor, just a cool looking peak. Took some really striking photos from up on top of Rixford. Looking at it, it looks more pyramidal from that angle. It's really cool, and later in the day the bands of color really stand out. But it's a nice day, so I don't really care. I'm just going with the flow. I'm happy to be here. Really, that's my favorite thing, is just being here, and I've got what I need, so I can really do whatever I want. I love this area so much. It's Kearsarge Pass, it's Mount Gould, it's that unnamed pyramid, what people call Snow Crown, and then yeah, University Peak and the Kearsarge Pinnacles. It's just such a nice area. Trail comes through here, two trails, the high trail and the low trail, and they meet up and go over Kearsarge Pass. The trail that goes down to the lakes. From the low trail, there's a trail that goes to the lake and to this lake, and then Bullfrog Lake down here, and then both these trails hit JMT that drops down that step, which I call Bullfrog Step. I've christened it. It needs a name. It's a significant climb when you're coming up the other way. It needs a name. Come on. And there's Forster Pass, right there, that low point. And that's Forster Pass Peak East, I guess. And Ski Mountaineers Pass is the next one over. And then that's Junction Peak. Here's our turn off. Came from here, carry on down here. It goes in splits for Charlotte Lake and Vedette Meadow and down JMT South. And this way starts heading up and around for JMT North. Some equestrians down there. There's Charlotte Lake down there. And Mount Bago. Alright. Slowly getting back up into the high alpine here. Seeing a lot of people both directions doing the Ray Lakes loop. It's very popular. Oh, nice. Looking forward to getting up into there. It's a really pretty, scenic little high lakes basin under the north side of Glen Pass. Almost there. Oh yeah. This is what it's all about. Tarns are all dry. Hopefully the two larger lakes up there are okay. Oh, I just love this spot. Whether I come back on the trail or come back. I'm way zoomed in on those guys up there. So. Oh, that's so cool. What a view. Got some spinach also in this one. This trip. My lunch couscous. Getting some water at this tarn. Under Glen Pass. Alright, filled up with water down there. Heading up the pass. See the pass now? Right there. See if we can see some people on trail, yep. Approaching the pass. There's Glacier Spike. I mean, I guess I'll give it a go. I'll go around this side and just have a look. People on the pass there. It was fun to hang out and chat, but time to get going. I guess I'm gonna go up Glacier Spike here and just see what it's like. I've never been up, and we'll see how it goes. Going up the ridge so far. Alright, here we are. People down there coming up towards the pass. There's the pass over there. Here's the other side of it. The lake's filled up down there. Charlotte Lake's down there. Ray Lakes. Alright, moving along up the ridge. I'm inside all the colored rock now. Dark rock there and the light rock here. And then the dark bands up there. This is cool. It's fun so far. Pretty much just, mostly just walking, but a little bit of jungle gym kind of scrambling. I've sort of been staying on the ridge, but ducking to the left mostly, which I don't know, I'll probably do here, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably go that way. And then I'm not sure the peak, what you do there. Hopefully there's a way up for me. We'll see. Be cool to head up that way also. Not sure if it's this way or this way. There's a steep thing there. I don't know if I can get over it. I might need to go around and then up. Don't really know. I'm gonna hang out a bit and figure it out. Alright, there's the pass. Come all the way up this ridge. Mostly stayed on the ridge, sometimes gone on that side. This time I'm coming this side. Looks like I'm getting sort of near. I'm not sure what the deal is here. I'm just gonna try to get in there maybe. I'll see how close I can get. It's kind of exposed there. I don't like that, but that might have to do also. We'll see. Looks like that's the summit there. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm right here. I don't think I would make it to these rocks either. I'm not going to go on this side, and I'm not going to go across the ridge. I'll go back down this side and see if there's anything around that way, but this might be it. It's pretty though, a lot of air on this side. Kind of high. And then this side's starting to get kind of high also, so I gotta scooch my way back down here and get around and have a look. See if I can do anything up that side. Otherwise, this is it for me. Right. That's it for me as far as I get. As in this stuff. And I mean, I can see a way further up. I don't know if it'll be any use because I don't know if the ridgeline up there is really accessible for me. It didn't look like it when I was looking at it from over there anyway. So it's cool to come up here in any case. It's good to do some more climbing. This was some solid class 3. It's been fun. I think I'm gonna go down a bit and then figure it out. I might go off to the left here. It looks like I can get down that one and then head over that way and have a look. Just cruise around maybe. I'm gonna come down this couloir on this side of the pass instead of continuing down to the pass, and then go up and over. There's a bit of a pass again, a col. I'll see if I can hang out up there for the night. We'll see. I'll come down here and have a look. Whew, one of these kind of couloirs where you just go down on your ass and your hands and knees sliding. Alright, we go down, then I'm going to head up that way. Right. I'm off the ridge and down out of that couloir. It was actually kind of sketchy, it was pretty loose. Yeah, I'm going to side hill here. No real reason. I just don't feel like going back to the trail, and I feel like bivvying somewhere high. So I'm going to side hill over here. This is like the col between Rixford and Glacier Spike. And I don't know, maybe I'll wander out to there and bivvy up top there or something, and then tomorrow just go down the easy way to Kearsarge Pass and out. But yeah. Moving along, making progress on this boulder slope. Tempted to try again and see if I can get the summit from this side, but I don't know. I'm just gonna head for the col there. So I'm pretty sure Rixford and Falcor are behind it. Cool. Haven't seen this before. This is totally passable. I've been up Rixford. It's fun. There's a little bit of a actual climb in that chimney there. Okay, I'm not sure about this weather. I don't know what I'm looking at. gonna do. It's 4:30. Got 3 hours till sunset, basically. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with these clouds. So decisions, standing around. I shouldn't pace. Don't pace when there's rocks all over the place. Pro tip, don't pace on a pass, a rocky pass. All right, so that's what we're looking at. I don't really know, not really sure. Gonna just wait and see. This has been a fun trip, just kind of wandering around with no goal. Glacier Spike looks more approachable from this side. It's hard to tell, but I think that's the true summit. I think I was here. I think I came up, went around the other side of that, and then I was like somewhere here and gave up because I was like, I can't get up and over that. It's a lot bigger than it looks from here. But from this side, it looks very doable. I'll come get it sometime. I'll come. But yeah, let's go have a look over there and look down. It's so nice up here though. This is awesome. Just cruising around here aimlessly. Cool coal here, or whatever they're called. All right, so this is what I'm wondering. And yeah, I can get down this easy. Cool, so I can just exit here tomorrow. And hang out up here for the night. I don't know what these clouds, I'm gonna keep an eye on them. They don't feel storm producing, but you never know. Yeah, so there's Glacier Spike. So yeah, that's the highest point, not that. So I did come there and then down climb and went around, and I was on my way up here and got stuck somewhere inside here. I was making my way. It's a bummer. Like I think I could have been there right there. But yeah, I wasn't sure what else was above me. It was feeling a little weird. It looks entirely doable, but yeah, for some reason I just wasn't sure about it. But from this side it looks very doable. This looks steeper than it is, but from this side it looks really doable. So, peak. Oh, Rixford's looking so cool. I didn't realize how much taller Rixford is than Falkor. I mean, it could just be the angle because Rixford is in front of it, but wow, cool. It looks so amazing. There's where are we? There we go. There's Forester Pass, the second dip there. Junction Peak over there, and Ski Mountaineers Pass. Forester Pass Peak West. Yeah, so I mean that's what's his name? Keith, right? Right there, that's Mount Keith. And Forester Pass. I mean, Junction Pass is like right over there somewhere. It's either on that side or that side, I forget. I think it's the right hand side. And University Peak over here. And the Kearsarge Pinnacles. There's East Fredette. Looks like I'm kind of the same height. And there behind it is Stanford. That had been a thought for today if I'd gone that way, but I was feeling lazy. There's Erickson, and there's Harrison Pass between them, like I said. That's pure hell. For now, I'd love to just hang out here if the clouds and the potential rain don't do anything weird. 'Cause it's nice. For bivvying, I could bivvy right there. maybe. There we go. Nice. Cool junction point here between all these mountains. This is cool. There we go. Right. This is really cool. Oh, cool. Check out Center Peak with the light right now. It's really standing out. That's cool. I gotta get a photo. As I was saying, it's really nice up here. 360 views. I would come up again just to come here. Like, it's good. This is a good spot. I would bring someone here. You can just really see everything. JMT North and Glen Pass, going all the way up and over into Ray Lakes behind there, and then down this way, we got Bubs Creek on the other side of that, and then everything going on here, East and West Vidette, Erickson and Stanford, and over way back there, Forester Pass, Junction Peak, and Mount Keith, and Center Peak. Look at that! Center Peak looks so amazing right now. Oh, I can't get over it. Center Peak and East Vidette are really cool mountains. The East Vidette right now doesn't look so good because the sun isn't giving it definition, but look at Center Peak. That is so cool. But as I've been trying to say, I'm going to go back to the coal here because there's nowhere to bivy here. There's like this rock maybe, but it's on an angle. Nothing flat. There were some spots like over this edge, like down there, but I don't want to be stuck. I'll go down that way to exit. I want to be on the edge because I want to see sunset and I want to see sunrise. So feeling more comfortable with all these stupid clouds that seem to go away, so that's good. All right, back to there. The light is so nice right now. Look at Center Peak. It looks so cool. Came back from that thing. Might bivy here, but I'm here now, so I might as well go up that. Not going up Glacier Spike, I'm just not in the mood, but I'll have a look up here. It's just nice hanging out up here now that the weather's sort of broken. I hear people, but it sounds like, oh, there they are. Oh, yeah, it's horses. That's what I thought. Deciding where to bivy. Also thinking of dropping my pack and just running up there and down, but I won't do it. I'll save it. Like I said, I'll come up here and grab that sometime from here. That'll feel cool. Scouted it out good. But yeah, so I could go back down there to either of the flat spots on the saddle. There's a sweet spot right here. But I want views to the west for sunrise. And if I'm down there, it's hidden and I'm already in the shade. So I think I'm gonna go back to there, to the low point, because I can see sunset. I can enjoy the alpenglow and all this stuff, and I can see kind of sunrise and not be in the shade or hidden. I'll have sun down there until the sun sets versus here that's already in the shade. No fun. All right, let's go. Right, set up here, bivy, so I get my sunset and then I get my sunrise. You can see my color in that direction, see color in this direction. It's a good spot. It's early, 6:05, so yeah, I'll make some dinner right now, and yeah, but I'm all set up for the evening. It's a good spot. It's totally flat. Doesn't look it, but it is. This rock right here. It's like shaking the one I'm on. I don't want to step on this. Wow, look at Junction Peak right now. The sun's just on it right now, and it's giving it really good definition. Wow. So the tall thing in the middle is Junction Peak, and then if you follow down, you hit Ski Mountaineers Pass, and then you go up, and then that's Forster Pass East, sub peak, and then you go down in the center of the screen now, that's Forster Pass right there, and then you go up, and that's Forster Pass Peak West. So Peak West, Forster, Peak East, Ski Mountaineers Pass, and Junction Peak. And then Junction Pass is right there. It's the big thing, and you flop right over. You go from Center Basin from the other side of this. So new JMT comes up this way and goes over Forester Pass. Whoa. Yeah, new JMT goes that way and goes over Forester Pass. Old JMT went around Center Basin and up onto there and over Junction Pass. Super cool. There's the moon. Where's the moon? There's the moon. Hello, moon. I can zoom right in on the moon. This phone likes doing it. So this is really cool. Like, that's Bullfrog Lake. There's University Peak and the pinnacles. So around the corner here, you can't see it. It would be right around there, if we could see through this mountain, would be Kearsarge Pass. And then the trail comes down, and then it splits and goes to Kearsarge Lakes and splits the high and low trail. The one going by the lake and the one going up are here, and then they join JMT and then go down the step there. And JMT goes off that way, Bob's Creek goes down that way. So what's cool is this thing. Like, it really, I don't see this labeled on any maps as any sort of pass. And most all over the place, everything that's passable is labeled. And it looks like you can see foot traffic. And over on the other side of this one also, like both kind of going down, like whether people had gone over that side or this side. And I'm thinking, like, this is like a really good shortcut. If you're coming up to this way, basically to Ray Lakes. I mean, obviously this would be the route to get that mountain because, yeah, I tried that way and didn't quite manage. So I'll come sometime and come shortcut and go whoosh, boom. It's wild. I can hear voices. Like when people are going over the pass, I can hear voices. And when they're coming down the switchbacks there, I can totally hear their footsteps. This is also a neat spot. This reminds me kind of like when I took old JMT up over Junction Pass, because you can look down and see Forester Pass and see people going over, and it's just kind of cool to sit there like for a couple hours and watch. So it's been cool to be up here for hours now and just watch people going over Glen Pass. Mostly this way, mostly southbound, but some northbound. Ramen time. Nice dinner spot. This spot's great. I'm stoked. I'm really stoked. It was a weird day. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really have much of a plan. I wasn't super motivated or ambitious. Ended up over here. I guess we're getting some color from the garnet fire. That could be smoke and a pyrocumulus cloud. I don't know.
we had frost. That's why I have this bag that I put my bag in my shoes, so it keeps the dew and the frost off my bag. So my bag has a bivy sack also, basically. Wow, pretty. Yeah, you can see the smoke of the garnet fire over there. That's what I was seeing at sunset. Ran into some people, lots of people doing the Ray Lakes loop, but some of the early people that I saw said that when they were up around like that section, like the loop goes around like that, and when they were up around there, they could smell smoke, and there was some ash in the morning on the tents. So it is drifting and affecting things. Still a big fire. Having a mellow breakfast, oatmeal and dehydrated fruits. Packing up, decommissioning. This big rock was here, but I'd put a couple little smaller rocks to kind of help the space. So I'm going to get rid of all those, leave no trace. Don't build, don't leave trace. Right, heading out now. This is all cleared up. This is exactly how it was. It's interesting how it's this swash of that green, that dark green color. Everything around here is either kind of like that white or moving into cream or the dark color. And this is like just a little swoosh of a dark color. You can see it there also. Stuff's all loose. Trying to stay on the bigger stuff. Just keep picking my way slowly. you go slow, you don't end up slipping, in theory. Find good purchase on solid stuff ish. Not like that. Cool spot here. I'm gonna have a seat. I want to have a look at that other coal or whatever it's called, the low point in the ridge there, because that also would be very useful shortcutting, again coming from the high trail by Bullfrog Lake and just cutting up here or up where I came from, right, to go to Glen Pass, or this, I'm not sure where it cuts. I think there's these lakes up here, but this one might be one. Anyway, I want to on the map I just checked, this one stays, on this side. It's not deeper in towards the pass that gets you to, well, Dragon Pass or whatever it is. But there are two lakes not immediately, but down on the other side of this that are east of the JMT. So way over up and around this is Glen Pass, and then it goes and winds its way down to the Ray Lakes. But there's a couple other lakes up on this side. So yeah, that's kind of neat. This shortcuts you to there, which again would get you This would be the one to take to skip Glen Pass entirely. So come in over Kearsarge Pass, come around from Bullfrog Lake, come over this, boom, and down. There's a couple little lakes, and then you hit JMT again, and then it goes down to Ray Lakes. That's pretty cool. I'd like to hop over that sometime. It looked doable on the other side. I didn't have a really good look when I was up at the other sort of coal or whatever you want to call it there, looking at it, but I think it looked doable. In any case, this is even worse. So, but yeah, I want to come back up this way sometime, but I still got to go down. So I'm going to try to go like that instead of... We'll see. Still progressing. I don't know if there's a way to go around that or if I'll have to go down regardless. We'll see. Well, we'll see if I get around here. Yeah, looks like I can spelunk my way through here without having to go down and up that. I can keep making my way here. It's pretty stupid, but it's fun. So I'm still in. Cool. No problem. Coming down this. Hugging this contour and staying high. But fun as it is, I don't think it was really necessary. This bowl doesn't go that deep, and all these boulders don't look that bad. It looks very walkable. When I get up there, I'll scan it better. But yeah, probably the best way would just be like whew, follow the fall line. Is probably how I would come back. But this was fun. It was cool regardless. It wasn't an annoying side hill because it was all these kind of big rocks. It was fun to have a little more scrambling in my day today. Cool. So I managed to stay high here. But, where is it there? But not really necessary, like I said. I think it's just easier to go straight up like that. Cool. For sure then. Here, going down there, it'd probably hit the high trail soon. And then below it, it would be the low trail and then Bullfrog Lake. So coming up at some point from the high trail, cutting off and coming up and going over this, for sure, if I came through here again, I would just stick to the path of least resistance, stay low and around all that. And like I said, down and up, and basically just up that really easy slope, that really easy angle. And that's the pass right there. There's the dark bit and the light bit, and then the pass, and then the other high bit. So it's between the two high bumps, the white bumps next to the black bump, and it's right there. And you can just see the easy slope all the way. And then, like I said, path of least resistance coming through here. And then there's those other two, which, however, you could go. I'm curious, but yeah, I would come back and hit that first. So yeah, I'm going to take a picture actually, so I have some beta. Nice. Wow, this is just the most easily accessible backcountry pass that doesn't even have a name that I've ever been up. It's too cool. Very accommodating. Typical Eastern Sierra. If you see anything and you think it looks kind of interesting and you think you can go up it, you probably can. And many other people probably have before you, and there's probably even a footpath. That's the joke about off-trail really in the Sierra, is that you're never really off-trail. Someone else has walked wherever you're looking at walking. Cool tent site here. You could easily fit a tent. Couple tents. A few people bivvying. Cool, it's just up in there. Pew. There's that tent site. Yep, looks like. Okay, this was a little tricky, but coming down I had to go face to the rock, but no big deal. I bet I could have gone around there. Otherwise, you can just stay there. But overall, I was able to hug the rocks all the way coming down. So if I was coming up, I'd probably still try this. Probably go around this. So that stupid thing I did. But yeah, no worries. Wait, here's the high trail right here. Cool. I'm gonna put a marker on my map so I remember it's this one. It's the one right after Rixford. Come right up to the left there. Cool. All right, I'm gonna take one of these cutoffs down to the lower lake. I think it's further over that way. Go to the lake and hang out and then decide if I want to go up that or that. Low trail. Back on. Had a swim here, drying everything out. Well, air drying sweat out of stuff, socks and stuff. Water's nice. It's chilly, but it's not cold like the spring. This is the best time of the year really to be swimming. And this is a good one because it's shallow. The sun's been hitting it for a while and there's not much wind, so I could dry off. This is awesome. Super happy to be here. I'm just gonna picnic here for a while, a long while, and then decide what I feel like doing. Whether I feel like trying to go up this Kearsarge thing, or whether I go up and go to Mount Gould this way. I've gone up Mount Gould like many times from the pass, and from lower down you go up to the ridge and come up the east ridge. But I've never traversed this ridge to it, so that's something maybe to do, is to go up towards Falcor, but don't do Falcor, and then just take the ridge up, and then either go down to the trail or take the ridge down to the trail further down. But never been up here, so it's appealing also. And then I could come down and go out the lakes. That was nice. All right, I'm gonna, I don't know, have a look. I don't know. been in the trees for a while. Cutting up here now. I may come down this one. Coming up on a bit of a lookout here. Nice. So the first lookout down into Vidette Meadow, Bubs Creek, and then East Vidette is here. You can barely see it. Cool. Keep going. Changing out the sun gloves for the work gloves also. I brought them. Might as well use them. It helps on this stuff. Just like finger burn, that's all. Like, it's not real climbing or anything, but it's just you're always holding rocks. So it's just more comfortable. Wow, gorgeous. Right, cool. Getting my bearings here. So I came up, and I remember those big spires, which are behind the trees now you can't see. I know I wanted to come between them or around them. And then from there, it felt like I could cut across and get up. Over here, there's some cliffs. So we'll see. I think I'll stay to this side since I'm here now. There's no point going over there. All right. Another lookout. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Look at that. Oh, nice rock to sit on. Wow, look at that. Wild spire here. There's East Vidette. Stanford back behind it. And yeah, Erickson. So yeah, keep going, see where this takes me. I'm not really sure how to go. I'll just have a look. It's cool. Okay, this one looks maybe for me. We'll see. There's a handful. They all looked maybe a little wonky, so I'll see if this one's accessible for me. I'll try. All right. I think as far as I go, I don't think this summit is accessible to me. Even if I was able to get around over this, it looks like just more big, steep stuff that's not in my league, which is cool. It's cool to come up here. I'm gonna go back down to that saddle and see if there's maybe a way around the other side, because I saw some footprints. But yeah, not from here in any case. Back at this saddle here. This is cool. It's a cool spot. The summit is probably really cool because it's probably similar, but it's out of my reach. Let's get back down to the saddle here and see. But so I see footsteps here. So either people use this as a shortcut instead of going around up the step and up Bullfrog Lake and around, or there's a way to the summit from here. I'm gonna go and look regardless. I'm just gonna go to the end of the trees here and just have a peek. I'm at my turnaround point anyway. It's 1:30. I left the lake at noon, and I want to be back there at 3. So I don't really want to go far, but I want to have a look. I'm here now. So I came all the way around from that saddle down there. Whew. And yeah, it looks like same situation from this side. It just eventually becomes some climbing that's a little bit out of my league, more than I'm interested in doing. But neat, good to know. This is where it gets to for me. And in the future, if I ever felt like doing a little more scrambling up those cracks, it's not high level climbing or anything, but it's just not what I'm here for this weekend. There's that spire. Alright. At the saddle. Tried that way. I tried that way. There was no point going over. But yeah. Cool. It was good to see. I'm gonna stop here for lunch. It's a nice spot. Right before this stupid gully, so I'll get some like calories in me. So my brain will be occupied and I won't get pissed off if the gully is annoying. Garnet fire. So the couscous, the normal couscous with textured vegetable protein and powdered MCT oil and multivitamin, multimineral. Actually, the multivitamin, multimineral was in breakfast. This one, lunch, has the multi-electrolyte because I've been sweating this morning. So, and then what else? And then the dehydrated vegetables, really. And so, and then the flavorings that came with the couscous, some Mediterranean flavorings. And I also dehydrated some spinach, so that's why it's green. Gives it a lot of extra flavor. It's awesome. This is super tasty. Falcor Peak is just so gorgeous. All right. Alright, almost down, sort of. It's steep, right? So up there at some point I scooted across to this side and then been coming down in the trees and the rocks because it was all just too steep and too loose. Everything I was on was just moving and not stopping. So yeah, I didn't like that. So I decided to side hill here instead of going down and then catching whatever. I just wanted to come around and see if there's a way down. I mean, it sort of looks like it. I still want to see around the corner. I don't know. I think I can get to the lakes. This boulder field's no joke. Holy crap. Look at this stuff. Look at this. This is huge. So it'll be a bit of work, but I think it'll be worth it. And if I can get down to the lake on that side of the lake and then work my way up to the main lake and then take the trail up or something. Boulder fielding. It's decent boulder field so far, that's all I have to say. Cool. Looks like I could get down here and then make my way up to the next lake. Or I could try to stay high. So I might actually... where is it? I might go around this and see if it's easier to stay high to get to the next lake up there and skip this entirely and skip the going up to it. Okay, cool. I can get through here and get up to the upper lake, past the lake, and then catch the lakes trail up to the Kearsarge Pass trail. There's the first upper lake. There's the second. Over there. And yeah, the trail's around behind it. Let's do that again. Okay, I gotta go up Kearsarge Pass, which is right there. You can even see someone there, the sign or something. This is us heading out up to the pass. Good job, buddy. Collected all for the winter. Way to go. This tiny little creek runs really all year, even in dry years like this. All right, back at the junction. So yeah, it's the lower trail and the high trail, and they both go and meet JMT. And then this one also has a cutoff trail that goes into the lakes. But we're on our way up over Kearsarge Pass now. Poopatorium. Alright, at the boulder field. My dog was scared to return up through this when we came here and we went up Kearsarge Pass. She came up through it fine, but coming back, she just suddenly got spooked. It didn't look like a trail to her, it looked like a trap. She froze up and no amount of coaxing would do it, so I had to pick her up. So I picked her up and I carried her this whole way. She's a 65-pound full-size standard poodle. That was tricky, but she was really good. She didn't squirm. She understood what was going on and appreciated it. And yeah, I just carried her through this whole thing. Alright, see the parking lot. All right. Back at the bottom. Well, that was weird, but fun and nice. Great color right now.